Hello and welcome to another episode of the Fulfilled Musicpreneur podcast. Today I am doing an impromptu live while recording a podcast episode at the same time. So, welcome. Thank you for joining me on my podcast today. Today I want to talk about what I call the advantages of communication mastery in your music journey. I started a 5 day in person course today, all the way in Peterborough. I am currently in a tiny corner of my Airbnb room. It's quite snazzy, actually. The things they do these days, it's actually quite comfortable. But I've just been thinking about what I wanted to share, and um, there is a lot of advantages when you master communication in music because we're communicating all the time. So I wanted to put my thoughts together today and just come on and drop some value around communication. So I'm still learning, obviously, which is why I'm at a 5 day course. It's a journey, but I think we all improve as we grow. We all learn new things, we all add to our knowledge. So no one has learned it all. So I'm happy to share about my journey in communication today. I had a video recording at the start of the year, and I recorded 3 songs. And I did little intros where I talked a little bit about the songs before I recorded. Now, because I've been singing pretty much all my life, singing was no problem. I love it. I enjoy it. It comes naturally for me currently. But speaking is something totally different. So I remember thinking to myself that, I wish I could communicate the message around the song more powerfully. And the videos are done now. They're going to be coming out soon. Keep an eye out. But every time I've been thinking about the intro sessions, I've been thinking, oh, I'm gonna cut it out. I'm gonna just put the video of just the music on YouTube. Um, I've been going back and forth about it, and I think I'm actually, I don't know, there might be a little bit of a of a maybe YouTube will have some of it, and we'll see. We'll see. I'm still undecided, but essentially, I think I'm still gonna put the audio, like the messages around the song. I'm still gonna put it out just so people can see the journey of what I was and follow that and see what I'm becoming, because I think that's just real. That's authenticity, that's growth. And if we are not, if we don't show our journey, what we were to what we are becoming, how do we expect people to be real about their own growth and their own journey, and that they don't all have it together? They're a work in progress. If we don't do it, how do we expect people to do it? So you're going to see those videos. But the point is, you start where you are and you grow, right? You don't just say, oh, I'm awful at communicating. You grow, you do something about it. If you think you need to improve on something, you do something about it. So that's what today is about. So, why is this important as musicians? Why would you worry about speaking? Well, we are communicating all the time. From when we walk into a room, there is something about us that communicates to people. You can trust me, or you can approach me, or don't even talk to me. We are communicating all the time. And when we think about this in our workplaces, you want to be approachable. You want people to trust you. You want people to like you. um, So we need to start thinking about all of these things. Even as musicians, we ask people for their time when we say go listen to my music. We ask people to trust us when we say go purchase my music, go purchase my merch, because you're telling people my business is good enough. Go purchase it. We are asking people to trust us when we approach PR, when we approach media with our stories, with our events. We're asking for something. We are asking a lot when we approach our audience to say, partner with me. This is my vision. This is what I want to do with my music. Would you join me? Would you partner with me and join my Patreon or be a monthly subscriber? Pay this amount of money each month to support the music, to help me keep releasing music. We're asking a lot. So there's so many reasons why we need to get better at speaking. Even when we approach our fellow artists to collaborate, we're asking them to trust us. So essentially, we're selling all the time. We are. Even if it's ourself, our message, we're asking people for things all the time. So it'll go a long way when you can do it right. It'll go a long way when your body language is in congruency. So it's aligned. It can be really confusing when your mouth is saying something and your body is doing something else. No one is going to trust that. So to get successful at what we are offering and to get people to buy into what we're doing, we have to master our communication. So how? I'm going to talk about 4 ways that you can start mastering. You can start thinking about these things. You can start working on it. This is just the tip of the iceberg. There's so much more, and it's you grow. The more you do it, you get better. Okay. But just start with this 4 today. Start your journey with this 4. Number 1, master your mindset. There is a mindset you need to step onto the stage confidently and powerfully. There is a mindset you need to adopt to come on social media powerfully. You need to know that you have something of value to offer. You need to know that people need that thing and they will listen. You need to know that you are worth it. You can deliver it. I remember years ago when I came off maternity leave back to work, and I had to get used to working in a new job in a new country in the NHS for the first time. And one of the things that they offer, especially when you're coming off maternity leave, when you're coming off a long time away from work, they offer support sessions. And I remember attending one on confidence. And one of the things that the coach said was, some people have songs that get you in the right mindset. For some people, it's clothes. They have like power clothes. One of our coaches today said she gets in the right states, in the right headspace when she has a lipstick on and heels on. She doesn't have those 2 things on, she's not going on stage. So today I decided that my mantra, or something that I will be playing at the back of my mind before I step out, is Hear Me Roar. How many of you have heard my song Hear Me Roar? So It's one of my favorite songs. I collaborated with Sarah Table for the song, and it's a powerful song. The lyrics of the chorus say, "Hear me roar. I'm a child of the Lion of the tribe of Judah, the King of the world. Hear me roar. There is nothing on the earth that can stop me. I know whose I am. Hear me roar." Um, that does it for me. Just hearing the song, even visualizing myself singing it and roaring goes a long way for me. Another song that I thought about was the song by Yolanda Adams, Gotta Believe. I believe that I can make it. I can make it through the night. There are songs that do it for people. So you decide on your song, you decide on your mantra, if it's 4 lines, something powerful that gets you going, hits you real deep, and just gets you going all the time. You pick something that gets you in the right head state. Master your mindset. That's number one. Number two, master your audience or lead your audience. So if you're a worship leader, you know that it's really important to read the church, to read the audience. You wouldn't come in after the energy in the room was high level, and you then pick a slow song. That's just going to deflate the energy levels. You want to keep people up there, you want to keep leading them higher. Or you could get into a room that's really somber, maybe at the end of a message where things are calm, reflective, and you want to do a song. You don't just all of a sudden pick a high energy, high tempo song. You start soft. You meet the audience where they are. You meet them and you lead them to where you want to take them to. So when I plan my worship set in church, I generally start low and lead into high energy. Because it's that's what makes sense, right? You don't generally go from high to low, you start low and lead people high. So read the room. Even when it comes to ministering to people, even if it was one-on-one and you weren't singing, you met someone and you were having a chat, but you noticed that they were low, they were sad. You wouldn't just come in and say, "Hey, hi, what's up, what's up?" You would say, "Hey, what's happening? Are you all right? You don't look your usual self today." And you meet them where they are. You have a conversation and you lead them to where you want them to be. You want to leave them smiling. You want to leave them lifted. That's communication. That's reading your audience. That's reading the room. What's the third one? Master your voice. As singers or musicians, we have used our voice to sing for a long time. Many of us have mastered it. We can do all sorts of things with our voices, but there are similar principles that apply to speaking. And for many of us, we haven't connected the dots. It's the exact same way. To keep people interested, you want to vary your pitch. Sometimes you might need to project louder, speak up. Sometimes you may need to slow your tempo to project intimacy, to stress that you are talking about something serious. Sometimes you make space, you just give a moment and pause after saying something significant that you don't want people to miss. You pause, you wait for people to take it in. Or you might be talking about something that's really intense, very emotional. And pausing and letting people feel the emotions go a long way. We use our voice in so many different ways. We need to connect the dots and use our voices the same way that we would when singing. Um, Master your voice. And last today, master your body language. Eye contact, um, smiling goes a long way. Um, you know, someone said something really striking today. I never really thought about that. Do you know when you're watching someone speak and they make eye contact with you and smile at you, it can, it almost feels like a gift sometimes. It's almost like you've given something to them. Did you ever see it that way? Because I didn't really until today. Taking the time to smile at someone is like this, it's almost like giving a gift to them. Wow. It blows my mind, but actually it's true. It's true. Smiling. Um, you want to use hand gestures as much as you can, use them right. Um, you don't just master your own body language, you can also read people by looking at their body language as well. Those are the four things that I wanted to talk about today about mastering communication in our music journeys. Number one, master your mindset. Number two, master your audience or lead your audience. Number three, master your voice. Number four, master your body language. You could say, um, what if I'm hopeless? There is hope. Keep an open mind. Start looking around for the people that inspire you, people that you think do it well. Start learning, start noticing what they're doing, the subtleties. If you think you need help, get help. I recently attended an event called Speaker Fest. It wasn't even in person; it was virtual and it was completely free. But the amount of value you can get from an absolutely free event these days is just ridiculous. So keep an eye out for it. You know, search online for speaker events, speaking trainings, speaker gigs. You know, there's so much that you can do to start helping yourself, to start growing. Um, Look around you in church, people that you think speak well, and have a conversation with them. Join Facebook groups. I'm actually going to be attending an event on a Facebook group where you not only learn how to speak, but you also speak. It's part of the event. So there's also even advantages of getting of promotion, not just asking your audience to support you, but even at work. So many of us have day jobs, you know. Your speaking could grow to the point where you get promoted. You get given more responsibility. That's how important speaking can be. Um, there's a reason why it's really good for interpersonal, you know, things at work, but also personally in our lives. You know, our spouses, our kids, sometimes just reading them right. knowing the right time to speak. Because sometimes it's timing. You say one thing at the wrong time and it won't be received well. And you say the same thing at another time, at the right time, and it's received well. All of that comes from willing to learn, willing to master your communication skills. So, when is the right time to start? Right now. You know that saying that goes like this. The best time to plant a tree was 5 years ago. The next best time is now. So now is the time. Start looking, start learning, start growing, start applying. So this brings me to the end of my impromptu live. I hope it blessed you. Give me some love in the comments if you are watching on Facebook, or watching a replay, because I know many of you will watch a replay. Share your thoughts, share the video with friends, and I will see you on Thursday for my regular Thursday mentoring session with you guys. All right, take care. Have a lovely rest of your week. Bye for now.